Hello and welcome to 5 a Day with Jay. I'm J.R. Murdoch. Thank you for joining me. How are you this evening? This morning, this afternoon, whenever you decided to join me. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever played a video game? And I don't mean just played a video game. I mean a challenging video game, even one that's supposed to be relaxing, say a cell phone game. Any type of game. You get to a certain level, and there's a boss you're supposed to defeat. Or say you're playing Angry Birds and you're fighting to get past this one level, and you do it over and over and over, and you just get frustrated. Or a little bricking game, and there's just this one level you cannot get past. You watch your friends, and they're like, zip, done, yeah, hey, look at that, no problem, made it past it. Or this boss you cannot beat in a game. Or you're on your PC, you're fighting, you're playing a racing game, and you're doing the same race over and over, and you just cannot win this race. That's how I feel about my writing career sometimes. I've hit a level I cannot get past. And been talking about it a little bit this week. It's a challenge. I've seen many friends get stuck at a similar point that I'm at. You hit a plateau, and it's not even a big plateau. It's breaking through to reach readers. I know lots of authors. I have lots of author friends. I follow a lot of authors on different channels. Not a lot of readers follow me. A lot of writers, artists follow me back. And this is one of the biggest challenges in creating a writing career, is finding people that want to come and read your books. Finding a writer that wants to follow you because you're doing something. This is part of platform building that I talked about. Other writers are not your platform. Yes, you can band together and share audiences. Quite some time ago, I talked about a project I had pitched to several other writers. Pitched the idea, all of them loved the idea. We're going to go forward producing something every single month. 4 of us were. We were trying to bring in a 5th. Little things happened. We got a lot of planning went into this. We spent probably 2 months getting everything planned, everything prepared, everything logistically arranged, and it all fell apart. But our whole goal, because all of us were at a couple of the writers were at a higher level than the others were. I'm definitely not a stellar writer with a huge audience and following. Would love to be that, but I'm not. But that was my goal, was to get other writers together to share audiences, to bring more people in to a work, to discover other things that we had done. And by producing something every single month, that would help us boost what we have out there for discoverability. And that's the challenge, is how do you get people to discover what you're working on? Friends and family only carry you so far. I completely understand that. I am not going to beat and berate my friends to buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. They might not even like what I write. Completely get that. Some may love what I write. I get that as well. I've been on both sides of that, where people want to support you, but they don't know exactly what to do to support you. Having people rebroadcast what you do to the same friends that you're already following isn't helpful. I talked about somebody a long time ago that basically did an interview on every podcast he could get on. It was an echo chamber. It was this big of the pie, a pie that's this big. It was a tiny little piece, tiny little piece. So he basically talked to the same people over and over and over and over and over again until people got sick of hearing it. And it was always, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. It didn't work. It failed for him, and it nearly bankrupted him. I hope he's doing far better with his career now, but it was a challenging time for him. I'm at the point where I do want to increase my readership, and I know I need to get releases out there. Working on that part. The part that I'm having the challenge with is I want to bring in new readers now to my older works. And how do I attract them to those older works? One step is what I'm doing by releasing on my blog and on my YouTube page serialized stories, short fiction every week. Getting content out there so when someone does discover me, there's a backlog. That is the biggest challenge, is pressing forward when nothing is happening. That's where I'm stuck on that one level. I'm trying to beat that boss over and over and over again. I'm trying to flip that little frickin' Angry Bird over and over. It's like I watched friends move on to a level above or 2 levels above, and they've had some success. A few have moved way beyond, and you watch them have this incredible success, and you're like, how did it happen? How did that happen? There is no formula that I found to attract readers other than writing and releasing books and getting to a point where people can discover your backlog. That's the point I'm at right now, especially with releasing fiction. And again, consistency is going to be my key in 2021. I need to consistently be pumping out these videos every single day. Every single week, I need to release a serialized fiction, the short fiction. I need to show, hey, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Follow me. Boom. We're going to do this together. We're going to keep on rolling. We're going to get people to discover us purely by pumping out content. Yes, I sit here and yammer every day. Some days I will ramble. Some days I will explain the method to my madness. Well, this week has been kind of explaining a method to my madness, what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm trying to get to that next level in my writing career. It's not easy. It's not easy. Again, I know I'm talking to a limited audience. I'm thankful for every one of you that are here, every one of you that are watching these videos. I'm trying to grow that. I can't do that on my own. I'm doing my best. I am. I've got my author page. I drop the videos out there. I've got my blog. I've got social media. Whenever I drop a post, it goes out on social media. I'm putting it out to the world. The challenge is getting people to discover it and find it. Maybe I'll figure that out. At any rate, at this point right now, I'm working on GRPC 3, book 3. I haven't released book 2 yet, and I'm working on the 3rd book. I know I need to get the books I have completed, formatted, covered, and released. I'm working on that piece also. I'm also working on learning more about After Effects, and I'm having a good time doing that. Again, I'm trying to not put too much pressure behind myself to get to that level, to force it. It's going to happen because I'm going to keep moving forward. Regardless of if I pick up 1 new reader, 10 new readers, 100 new readers, I'm going to keep pressing forward. I'm thankful that all of you are here for this journey with me, and let's see what happens. I'm going to be chronicling everything I do. Everything I do, I'm going to chronicle right here on this channel. You can watch what happens. I tried this before. I got to a specific point and stopped. I've done that several times because it is so hard to keep screaming into the void until you just get frustrated and just go, why am I putting in so much effort for nothing? Okay, it's time because I want to write these stories. I want to publish the books. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm doing. I want to get this story written for myself and for the readers that are going to read it, that want to read these books. I want to get them done. I want to get them recorded. I want to get them released. It's time that I make that happen. The last time I got started, I wrote a book, and over 100 days, I blogged every single day for 100 days. And then that was 2019. We came into 2020. 2020 happened. Now I need to pick that momentum back up. And I feel I've got some momentum under my feet. We're coming up on 15,000 words in GRPC3. I'm not cranking out the words as I was. If you recall, if you've been following me for a long time, there was a year that I had a May where I did 3K a day in May. And that's when I wrote GRPC2. I wrote it in the month of May. I wrote 3,000 words every single day. Most of the time I wrote more. I came out of that with almost 97,000 words in that book. Trimmed it up, cleaned it up, and it is a nice, thick book. I love that story. I love where it goes. I love where the story's going, which is why I'm so excited to be working on the third book in that series. A whole lot is going to happen in this book. This one might be longer than the previous book because of everything I have planned. And it's not just what happens in one story. It's layering things together that are happening across the entire series. I'm having a blast with it. A lot of things are going to happen in this book, and I can't wait to get to writing. As I mentioned, I'm starting to do these first so I can get it recorded, edited, released, and while it's doing the video compiling and video uploading, yeah, I don't type with one finger, I'm doing my writing. I'm getting my words in, because what am I going to do while I'm sitting there waiting for 20 minutes for a video to compile or upload? I can be doing a whole lot of writing. And that's where I'm slowly building my speed back up. I want to get back up to where I'm sitting down in an hour doing about 2,000 words. I know I can do 2,000 words an hour easily. I type really fast, so I should have no problem doing it. It's just a matter of getting the flow back. I'm getting there. It's going to happen. At any rate, next week I'm going to try working on little transition things and scene transitions. I'm going to work on a new intro, new outro. That's the other stuff I'm having fun doing. I want to make sure this is interesting and entertaining for those who are following me and watching along. Following along and watching. Words, I know what they are. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like what I'm doing? Are you having a good time? What are you working on? What is your plan for your writing career? How are you moving along with discoverability, with finding new readers? Are you engaging your audience? I'd love to hear from you. Come tell me. I've been Jared Murdoch. You've been awesome.